Well, 3 suspects arrested for posing as police officers are expected to appear in the Witbank Magistrate's court today. According to Mpumalanga police, the suspects would pull over vehicles on the N4 highway and rob motorists of their belongings. Mpumalanga police spokesperson Leonard Hlati says this has been taking place between Gauteng and Mpumalanga. Let's get the very latest now. Siphephile Kunene is joining us live from Witbank, Mpumalanga. Siphephile, what are you learning at this stage? Well, it seems that we're having a bit of an issue with the audio to Siphephile. We'll try to come back to her in a short while, talking about the suspects that have been arrested posing as police officers, and they have been pulling over vehicles on the N4 highway and robbing them. And according to the police spokesperson Leonard Hlati, this has been taking place between Gauteng and Mpumalanga. Siphephile Kunene is back on the line with us. Siphephile, a very good morning to you. Just tell us what's the latest with regards to the story.
We're coming to you live from the Witbank Magistrate's court behind me. Here, there'll be 3 suspects appearing on charges around kidnapping as well as carjacking, and sometimes they have alleged that they would hijack trucks and then take the truck drivers and tie them down somewhere and then loot what the trucks are carrying. Tourists were not spared as well. This was happening around the areas of Witbank, Delmas, White River, Hazyview and other places. But for more information on this, I'll be talking to Leonard Hlati, the police spokesperson here in the province. Hlati, just tell us more about this case.
Yeah, we received information last week Thursday that there were suspects that were traveling in a silver grey Polo, which of course that information became effective when we spotted that particular vehicle, and we signaled to the driver that he should stop, but unfortunately he ignored us and sped off, and that resulted in a high-speed chase. We cornered the vehicle around the Malahleni, at which the 3 occupants were then searched. In them we found that they had different cell phones, a large number of cell phones, as well as police appointment cards. We have got a problem around the areas of Delmas on the N12 as well as on the N4 between Balmoral and Bronkhorstspruit going up to Gauteng, at which people are being marked there, robbed of their belongings. In the main trucks on the N12, which of course drivers are then stopped by people masquerading as police officers. They are then taken into the bushes, their load being taken, as well as others are being robbed of their vehicles. When you go down in the Lowveld around the areas of White River and Hazyview, we have got, a overwhelming number of cases that have been opened by tourists, at which they have been robbed around those areas. People that are using, Polo vehicles. So the 3 that we have arrested, we want to delve much on them to check as to are they not also involved, on the areas of in the Lowveld area and also on the N12. But what has also surfaced, is that we have got also cases that have been registered against them in Limpopo. Some of these cases are still court going as we speak, which of course similar to the ones that they have happened here. We are not working alone, in terms of detecting these, suspects. We were working with the Gauteng police as well as Checker Connect. So these are the formations that we're working together with for us to be able to track and arrest these particular suspects. We believe that we've got a tangible case, but we'll see as and when we go forth. We are still going to dig much to check also their involvement in other areas.
What kind of charges are they facing, and when can we see any addition to this, if there's a possibility of any other suspects being arrested facing similar charges? Well,
the possibility of adding more suspects on this case does exist, because we don't believe that they are the only ones that are operating in the areas that we just spoken about. The cases they're facing currently, they're facing, one amongst other cases, impersonating police officers, robbery, as well as found being in possession of suspected stolen property.
So now we're going to the case. Are they applying for bail? Are they just appearing before the magistrates? What can you expect in the court today?
Well, I may not, explain the process of the court, but what I know is that this is their first appearance. They do have lawyers. It will depend as to what will the lawyers present before the court. But our aim is that we should keep them behind bars because there are still things that we're supposed to do relating to this particular case.
Thank you so much, Hlati. That was Brigadier Leonard Hlati, who speaks for the police in the province. He's basically saying these 3 suspects are not the only ones they're looking at. There's a possibility that they might be an addition. Today, they are just going into court. We are not sure whether they'll apply for bail or not. And they will be kept in custody for further investigations. Back to your studio.
All right, Siphephile Kunene, live for us in Mpumalanga. Thank you very much indeed for that report.